Hi everybody, it's video log 38 and it's August 28th and I guess a few more days until September. I can't believe the summer has gone past so fast. Partially is because I had been really busy with all the practices, lessons, and competitions, and so yeah. I wanted to give an update on my Silva exercises lately. I haven't really talked about it for the last few times. I think it's mostly on competition, and I am still going through the book or the audio book, which it's about 10 hours. I think I have about 3 more hours left, and the last exercise, it was on mirror of the mind. And before that, a lot of the exercises I didn't feel like I had a lot of trouble with, and they have always been pretty easy to get to. At least I feel like they are, meaning getting to the alpha state, doing the relaxation, doing the imagining, the memory pegs and all that. It had always been, I feel like I've been able to do it. I had a little trouble with the mirror of the mind, which really is to help you solve a project. If you had a problem that basically part of the exercise to create this problem in a mirror in your mind, and then you erase it, and then you create a picture or a scene where this problem has been solved. So that is supposed to help your mind resolve issues that you might be experiencing in life, and get you to resolution. And I think the hardest part for the first few times when I went through the conditioning exercises is that I basically could not create that mirror. For some reason, I can't create the, I couldn't create the mirror in my mind. And so since it was just darkness, I can't visualize or imagine the mirror. I could not also imagine the scene of my problem nor the solution, right? So I actually did the conditioning twice, and the first time it was total failure. The second time was a little bit better. I was able to visualize a mirror, but it wasn't very clear, nor was I able to get a clear picture of the sample project that I was supposed to work on and visualize. It didn't really work. So I actually thought about it a little bit. What I end up doing that actually helped me with this exercise is that there was a different book, a shorter book that I listened to for the Silva exercises earlier, where we were supposed to create a mental lab where we can work on our problems. And what I was able to do is visualize my entire lab very actually vividly. I know exactly, I can see everything that is in my laboratory. I can see the scenery outside from my window, even in color. So it was kind of strange. So I thought, maybe if I'm able to visualize my lab, maybe I can visualize the mirror in my lab instead of just kind of out in the open, in the void. So basically what I did is I went to my alpha state and placed the mirror in the back wall where the door and the elevator is, and I was able to create the mirror. Still not exactly very clear, but I was able to visualize the mirror as well as the frame, the white frame color and the blue frame color mirror that I was supposed to have. So I think with this really helped me, because I think I was in my mental lab, and that mental lab, because it's so clear, I was able to create a more realistic object in my lab versus just out in the middle of nowhere. So if you're following that, if you have problems with that, try that. Find a place where you can actually see clearly find a place where you can visualize. When you can visualize places or objects clearly, to place the new objects in there, and that's going to help you, because definitely helped me. The next exercise I'm actually very excited about, though I still have to do the conditioning for that. It is called the hand levitation method, as well as glove anesthesia, and I think part of that is really utilizing the power of our mind. And basically what happens is that we have been learning how to get into our alpha state by closing our eyes, going into a deep relaxation state. So this next one will actually help us get into it, using our hands gesture, so we're sure that we are in, I think what they said is, instead of alpha, that we're going to get into our theta stage, which is even deeper than the initial alpha state. Theta stage is where, when you're sleeping, you're in your REM sleep. That is your theta stage. And so then, and the next one, the glove anesthesia, is where actually help you ease pain and also stop hemorrhaging, supposedly heal, I think stop the blood flow, sorry, and help you heal faster. And they talk about an example of a guy who were a student of Silva, the Silva method, that he actually completed the conditioning for the glove anesthesia, but he never really used it. And then there was this one day he actually went to the either a grocery store or a bank, it could be a grocery store, that he was unfortunate to encounter a robber that was robbing the grocery store or whatnot that he was in. And what happened was that because the robber wasn't able to get a lot of money from, or as much money as he expected, he was getting very angry, so he was going around the store, you know, kind of just expressing his aggression to the patrons that were in the store, including him, this gentleman. And this gentleman is actually an older gentleman, and he was actually stabbed in the chest. And so he, after the event, he said he basically recalled being stabbed. He was in pain, so all he could do is just sit there and close his eyes and just try to, you know, and said, be gone, right? He's utilizing his conditioning. He tried it for the first time, and then he kept repeating the word be gone with the pain, right? And finally the help came, and the doctor in the emergency room actually was amazed that due to his stab wound, it was actually quite deep, that he didn't bleed a lot, because normally they were saying that people at his age, if they were stabbed at that same condition, he would have bled to death. He wouldn't have survived the incident, but he did. So that's definitely a success story, and I truly believe that this is possible, and I can't wait to learn it, because supposedly this can help other people as well from pain, and also help the healing. And I mean, they do repeat and say that you do have to believe in doctors. However, practicing this will help the healing process, right? I mean, I think most importantly is that we want to heal faster. So I'm very excited. I can't wait. Today I'm actually our teacher in the dance studio have decided to conduct a practice session every Sunday for all of the competitors, so we can actually practice our basics and fundamentals to get ready for competition. So this will be our first weekend of such practice. I'm very excited about it. And also my partner and I found a place where we can exercise and practice in a very nice room that's very close, that we don't have to drive 30 minutes or more to our studio to practice. So I'm very happy that we found a place like that, because we had our first practice a couple days ago and it was such a success. I was so proud of myself for being able to break down a couple turns for my partner, and he was able to do the turns without losing balance. So I am so excited. I think we'll do better, and the more time we practice, the better we'll get. And also, I want to report I actually made my first dollar or dollars for helping somebody with dance practice. Also, a couple of days ago, I was ecstatic, even though I told him it would have been a free practice, but he paid me anyways, and it's not the money, so I didn't return it. I thanked him because I am so happy that I'm able to help someone to a point where that person felt like, you know, the value that I have provided, it was good enough for whatever he paid me, right? And I think that just shows that if you work hard, you can get good at anything. And I'm glad that whatever I can offer someone, that they felt it was valuable, because even afterwards he was telling me that it was a great practice, great lesson, that I was a great teacher, and I'm so happy that I was able to do that. So, and also many thanks to my dance partner, because he gave me a lot of practice with explaining different concepts, right? Because obviously different people learn differently, and you have to explain things differently. If it doesn't work one way, you have to think of a different way to explain it, and that is because you can't expect everybody to learn a concept the same as how you did it. So continue learning. I think it's definitely worth it, and maybe I can actually, you know, make something out of myself in a few years where I do get better. Yeah, so yeah, that's a cool thing to report. Anyways, I'm very excited to get started with the day, even though it's kind of in the middle of the day. And yeah, so I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.